Hello, Oda Michelle here. Wanted to stop on and just show my Christian Dior fragrances, some of the ones that I own and enjoy. This is the one I'm going to start with is the Diorissimo. Diorissimo. I can't say this one, but anyways, it's beautiful. It's one of my favorites. It's the Eau de Toilette. It's very fresh. It's just, well, Lily of the Valley, lilac. I get so much lilac myself from this one. Green leaf, jasmine, ylang ylang, civet, sandalwood. It really is like fresh picked flowers. The talk on Fragrantica that it's a mere shadow of its original self. Maybe, you know, the not having the real civet anymore. But it's just beautiful. 1956 it came out. There's a bit of a story about Lily of the Valley I found out about while researching this fragrance here. There was a Saint Leonard, a fearless fighter, they referred to him, brave. He wanted to live in a certain woods where there was a dragon, and the dragon said no way, so they had a fight. He did beat the dragon, and wherever the dragon's blood was spilled, poisonous weeds would grow. But wherever St. Leonard's blood had spilt, that's where Lily of the Valley grew. So Lily of the Valley was believed by the French to be a holy flower. So Christian Dior, he took on that belief too when he decided to make this creation here. This with Rudnitska, who wanted to create a fragrance that was revolutionary and would break the trend of sweet perfumes in the 1950s, which I'm thinking they're probably not nearly as sweet as perfumes are today, but he wanted to come up with something different. So he had a goal, and he wanted something that was simple and luminous, and he met up with Christian Dior in 1955. By 1956 they came out with the Diorissimo. That's it. It was created, and the rest is history, as they say. 1956. They did say Christian Dior was quoted as saying that this fragrance represents the scented expression of his soul. So very, very beautiful fragrance. I like it a lot. Along with this one, the reseller had also the fragrance Forever and Ever. Completely different. This one here, rosehip, freesia, almond blossom, ivy, geranium, jasmine, vanilla, musk, and amber. It's a delicate, feminine, romantic fragrance, but some people were saying that it was similar to Miracle, which I attest to. It does share freesia and jasmine, so I'm assuming that's probably what the similarity is with those two. And with Diorissimo, it had a similar fragrance too, but it was not it's a much less expensive fragrance, just like a McClintock. If anybody is or is not familiar, it does very, very similar to the Diorissimo. It's the Lily of the Valley forward, and very just fresh floral, just beautiful. I really liked wearing that in my 20s. Used to sell the Jessica McClintock dresses, and we always had that fragrance there too. Just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. So that's for those guys. Next, I'd like to share, oh, this is a nice one too. Eau de Toilette, j'adore. I did experience this one, loved it so much, wanted it, but was waiting for the price to go down when it first came out. Of course, I wound up getting this one. Oh, it's much too tall for my... This is the Eau de Parfum, but it was the Eau de Toilette that I actually fell for originally. So I wound up getting a tester bottle. My daughter works at a place where $10 I often get these testers for, so trying to decide which one. I'll probably give one to my sister. But the with these two here, there is a bit of a difference, and I think that's what drew me to the Eau de Parfum. Its freshness is more of a because it has jasmine, pear, melon, lily of the valley, and magnolia tuberose. But I think that between the two, this one, the Eau de Toilette, is more of a citrus fresh, so it has more of a zest or a bite, like but jasmine, orange blossom, citruses, ylang ylang, mandarin, tuberose, and mandarin orange. So they're both nice in different ways, but I don't know. I like the freshness, I think, of the pear and the melon better. I think I do. But the Eau de Toilette 2011, it's really nice. It's very easy to wear. It's very easy to wear. It's just very fresh, citrus, nice for summertime. So that's those two. Next I will show some I have odd little questions almost for. So this is Addict, obviously. I wound up getting just Eau de Parfum Addict, beautiful fragrance, bedtime. I love it at bedtime. This one I got, again, reseller, not very much. There's not much in there, but, or halfway, I guess. There's quite a bit, I guess, for me anyways. I don't use them up all that quick. But when I go online, the one that resembles this bottle, they do refer to as Dior Addict Extrait de Parfum. Now there's nothing on this bottle that says that. Just says Eau de Parfum. So I don't know. But it's the only one where the bottle actually resembles the bottle I have. But anyways, orange blossom, mandarin leaf, blackberry, jasmine, and sandalwood, if it is the Extrait de Parfum. It's 2002 either way, even if it is for the just the Eau de Parfum. But that one, this is where I feel like this one is more likely I have. I don't know, but like I said, vanilla, tonka bean, blackberry, jasmine, orange blossom, but I was thinking that if it is older, of course, maybe those top notes have gone. So this one having sandalwood, maybe that is what I'm picking up. But as I said, 2002 either way, beautiful. That one's just a little sweeter and heavier than my original 2014 Addict. But this is a bedtime scent for me. Absolutely love it for bedtime. It's I spritz it on. It's just that, I don't know, it doesn't list anything. Yes, it does actually. 2014 powdery. So that's what I'm liking there. Beautiful, beautiful bedtime scent. I like that one quite a bit. Okay, moving on. We'll go on to all right, I'll go with these guys. All right. Oh, well, that's not a Christian Dior, but at least you know what I'm going to be talking about. Dior Joy. This one, I guess, was just saying that I was really surprised because the Jean Patou Joy came out so long ago, and this Joy here, if I can find my notes to tell you exactly when it came out. It was not 2018, so it was obviously much after the Joy from Jean Patou. But this one, floral woody musk, very nice. It's lost some color. It's not as pink as it used to be. 2018, I mentioned jasmine, musk, bergamot, mandarin, rose, sandalwood. I get a lot of sandalwood with this. Cedar, peach, and patchouli. Ouch 110 was talking about this one, and he referred to it as smelling very similar to another fragrance, which I would agree with, which is the Allure. Now, another, gonna look like a perfume hoarder here, because I have the Eau de Parfum, which I bought. I really like it, but Eau de Toilette was the one I think I originally had, so I got this from a reseller. But look at this. I don't know. like the letter's supposed to be. I've seen online some people showing off theirs and the letters were coming off as well, but it doesn't seem right to me. Anyways, I ate an inquiry where I bought it and they gave me my money back. Not the seller, sorry, the company that I was that is like the go-between between resellers on this app I'm on. But they didn't ask me any questions and really look into it. I think they just went on. I'd not made a complaint before, so I don't know. You can tell me, because it does smell a lot like the Dior Joy. So like much more than this one. This one does not. I don't find it very similar to the Dior Joy, but I do find this one. So I feel like it could be the real Chanel Allure. But anyways, the Dior Joy, there was also a little story behind that one. Well, they said they refer to a scent of energy, liveliness, and softness, of happiness and good mood. Now, I don't know, it's a little deeper fragrance than I would, that to me expresses more of a floral, which I don't know, I don't find, I mean, it is obviously floral woody musk, but I don't know, I find that sandalwood really prominent, so I guess that's why I don't think of it as just like a floral woody musk. I think is a little deceiving for me as a description. But they said it expresses remarkable feeling of joy by olfactive interpretation of light. This zested bergamot and mandarin explode in unison with flowers. The bottle is simple shape, crystal, soft pink. Well, as I said, the pinks disappeared, I think, from being a tester. But the face of the advertising campaign was Jennifer Lawrence, and I do think I remember that. But anyways, yeah, nice fragrance. Another tester I got through my daughter, so really loving it right now. It's magnetic cap, right? It's always a fun thing to have, isn't it? Okay, and I have a few here, starting with the Miss Dior's. This was the first Miss Dior that I purchased, and I didn't realize at the time that there was multiple Miss Dior's. This is the Eau de Toilette, as you can see. It is a nice fragrance, and I'm actually warming up to it a lot, but it wasn't what I was expecting, because, as I said, having a lot of different Miss Dior's and me not knowing that at the time, I thought I was getting the 2021 version. But I got the 2017. It's the Chypre Floral, Patchouli, Rose, Neroli, Blood Orange. I think the Neroli really stands out for me in this one, which is nice. I do like Neroli, but I don't know. This one, the dry down. I like it better in the dry down. But it's yeah, the citrus. I think it's that neroli that's really kind of hits me. Somebody said something about Miss Dior Sherry, but I forget what that was. I haven't smelled that one. So then, because I was still on the hunt, again, a lot of the times I share these with my sister, because what I don't like, she usually likes. We have that kind of different taste. I wound up getting the Miss Dior Eau de Parfum, but this one is the 2021. So this one was one I really liked. Vanilla, rose, apricot, iris, musk, tonka, sandalwood. Sandalwood's a running favorite of mine. Easy to wear. I definitely prefer it over the other. Some people had mentioned that it was similar to another one I have called Nude Bouquet by Zara. Cute little bottle, really nice, beautiful fragrance. I really like it. I would not say that as similar as people are saying. Cherry, peony, and vanilla for this one, and I don't know. I mean, I guess it's the vibe. Maybe they're talking about the vibe. And you wonder if they were trying to give that feel to it, eh, with that little bow and all. But then my Miss Dior that I got because of Claire Smith. And this, I would have to say, is my ultimate favorite. Miss Dior Rose and Roses. It's a huge bottle. Look at that. It was a reseller, and I purchased quite a bit from her, and she gave me, I mean, I just couldn't pass up. And I wish I could get a smaller bottle because it's just so huge. But love it. Rose, musk, geranium, bergamot, mandarin. 2020 came out in a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Rose lover's dream for me. Some people said it pairs well with like tonic scents, and I can't remember where I heard that. But I don't generally layer fragrances anymore. I just wear them on their own. But musky, powdery rose, love, love, love this one. Thank you, Claire. I'm so happy that you made it sound as good as you did, because I found it and love it. Okay, so that's that one. And I have 2 left, I think. So this one is Dune, which of course Luke has been talking about quite a bit. Beautiful fragrance, Luke Parfums channel. It's just a really nice, like 90s fragrance. I do find that really stands out, that it is a 90s fragrance, but I like 90s fragrances, so it's good for me. My little notes here: Brazilian rosewood, amber, sandalwood, aldehydes, oak moss, mandarin, vanilla, and ylang ylang. 1991 Oriental Woody. Just a really nice fragrance. I mean, if you like the 90s vibe, this fragrance is so nice. It could definitely be a men's fragrance now too. Not that everything can be, but you know, marketing wise. Soft, woody, spicy, symbolizes escape into the world of dreams where only peace resides. That's something I read about this fragrance. It's just a very nice fragrance, especially for this time of year in the autumn, where right now it's yeah, just a really nice fragrance. I've seen it for so long, and then I was so happy to get this tester bottle. Again, thank you to my daughter for all these testers and get to experience these nice fragrances. And the last one that I wanted to share with everybody, the reason I was thinking about doing a Christian Dior show and tell here, Chris 1947. Had never heard of this. It was a fragrance that was a limited edition, and I mean, to be honest, it's not quite my type of fragrance, but I do enjoy the fact that I get to experience something that was a limited edition, and people are still looking for, that they tried it in 2003 when it had come out, and they are still to this day, because you can't get it anymore. Sweet pea, cranberry, musk, violet, cactus, lily of the valley, freesia. I don't know if it's a cactus. Very green, uplifting, fresh. It's Dior described it as romantic, rock and roll, and spontaneous. Sparkling, delicate, fruity floral with sensual, woody, musky base. It is a nice fragrance. Like I said, it's just not my vibe. I like things a little richer, and like sandalwood and some ambers and whatnot. But nonetheless, it is a very nice fragrance. Some people compared it to, which I have a little sample here too of small bottle, the Calvin Klein's Escape. Yes, on the initial smell, first burst sort of thing, Lily of the Valley maybe. This just like a fresh green, and it's kind of fresh aquatic or something. Is very similar. But yeah, so that's it. This is the reason why I thought I'd show off all my Christian Diors, and I was really happy to get this. I probably should find somebody who is in love with that fragrance, that is hunting around, but we'll see. I like having it in my collection just for now. So, well, thank you for taking some time to look at some of my Christian Dior fragrances, and really appreciate you watching. Thank you. Bye now.